Hey everyone, and happy Easter. I'm so excited you guys are here, and I'm even more excited for the program we have today. Before we get started, I want to tell you guys that Easter Jam is for everyone in your whole family. So if you're a college student, a teenager, a parent, a grandpa, a grandmother, a stepmom, a stepdad, an uncle, an aunt, whoever you are, this is for you. But children, this is specifically for you. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and you have the special task today of making sure everyone is participating in all the activities we have. Because the only way to not have fun during Easter Jam is to not participate. So look around. If you're missing anyone, hit pause and go get them now, because we're getting started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Hey, before we get started, I know you guys have a lot of family and friends who would absolutely love to hear from you today. So in order to make that happen, I have a few options for you. So pause the video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. I'm gonna choose number 1. Happy Easter! Wow, I got like 9 texts saying happy Easter from you guys. Thank you so much, and a happy Easter to you too. You wanna know one of my other favorite parts about Easter? Is it's dyeing eggs. I absolutely love it. My family gets together every year and dyes eggs. You guys wanna see some of the eggs we've dyed? Yeah? Okay. Sometimes we get really creative with making our eggs. We even hollow them out so we can keep them the next year. These are the eggs we've made in many years past. But no matter which year it is, we always have a competition to see who can create the prettiest egg and who can create the ugliest egg. I won't tell you guys which one I normally win, but it's definitely not the prettiest egg. Today, you guys are gonna be coloring in your own egg. Not a real egg, but a coloring page egg, which is just as fun. So grab your pencils, markers, crayons, or whatever else you have, and print out the coloring page right below. As you guys do that, do you need some inspiration? Yeah? I'll be right back. Whew, I'm back. Okay, this is what I came up with. Do you guys like it? I am so excited to see what you guys come up with. So pause the video here and then take a couple minutes to color in your eggs. I'll see you in a little. Did you guys finish coloring your eggs? Can I see them? Wow, those look amazing. You guys must be artists. Make sure you find a spot in your refrigerator to hang those up. I have a question for you guys though. Have you spotted the eggs in the background? No? I'm gonna give you the next 20 seconds to see if you can spot all 7 eggs in the background. Ready, set, go. Did you guys find all 7 Easter eggs? Awesome job, I knew you could do it. Are you guys ready for our last game? For this last game, you're gonna need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. Clean or dirty, it doesn't matter. If you guys need to go get those, press pause and then I'll explain the rest. Awesome. I got my laundry bin and my socks, and I hope you guys too. So how this game's gonna work is you're gonna pick 2 people to be the scorekeeper and 2 people to play. If you don't have 4 people, you can keep score on your own. You just have to be on the honor system. I'm looking at you parents, don't try to cheat. But what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna take the socks and you're gonna dump them out on one side of the room, and then you're gonna bring the laundry bin and put it all the way on the other side of the room. And the people who are playing are going to be taking the socks, these little Easter egg looking things, and they're going to be trying to make it in the basket. And the more you make in the basket in 1 minute, the better off you are. So the scorekeeper should be keeping score for either both people if you have one scorekeeper, or if you have two scorekeepers, they will keep track of each one separately. Whoever has the most eggs or socks in the basket at the end of this will win. So if you guys want to get everything in position, you can hit pause now. All right, are you guys ready? We're gonna put a timer up there for 1 minute, starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, families, come back over here. Who won? Okay, that was awesome. And whoever won gets socks? Just kidding. Parents, whoever won, make sure they get a special treat today. Are you guys having fun? Because today we're celebrating Easter. And Easter for us Christians is the happiest day of the entire year. And it's not happy just because of the Easter bunny, Easter eggs, Reese's, Peeps, or an Easter basket. It's happy because of something that happened 1,000 years ago. Something so powerful happened that it changed the entire world. Something so powerful yet so simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow. Every year I hear that story around Easter time, and it still amazes me. The simple fact that God sent Jesus to show us he is greater than anything that could go wrong in our lives blows my mind. I like to think of it this way, is I can because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. How about you guys as a family spend the next couple minutes adding to that list of what you can do because Jesus is alive. So spend the next couple minutes, pause the video, and answer the question, I can because Jesus is alive. And then unpause the video, and I'll be right here. Awesome. I love conversations like that because it reminds me of what God did in the past, and that helps me personally to trust God with what's going on in my life right now. I hope that's the same for you guys. I hope today during Easter you make a bunch of happy memories with your family. In order to start that, I have one last challenge. And that challenge is for you guys to decide who the technological genius is of your group. So decide that right now. Got it? Awesome. The challenge is for you guys to take a whole family photo. If you guys want to get dressed up, you can do that. Or if you want to stay in your PJs or even change into your PJs, feel free to do that either. If you want it to be serious and just smiling, or if you want it to be one of those filters that makes you look like the Easter Bunny, do that as well. But then once you have the photo, post to your social media with the hashtag Easter Jam 2020. That way we can see you in your Easter spirit. And I want to remind you guys that maybe now more than ever is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and hope he gives through Jesus Christ. Because that is what makes Easter so happy.
Alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. Stand in 'cause I am yours. Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is